Welcome back everybody to Frostpunk 2. This time we're going to defeat the Frost. Hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. We made the choice to defeat the Frost and we're going to continue that objective by researching and constructing generator. And we need one more, or actually we need to construct one. We did the research for it and then we have to activate it. So that's going to be our main objective. We are doing the research for that, but actually we've already done the research for it. So we're actually looking for the central surplus injectors here. And we need 300 heat stamps and 4 cores. So our big objective this episode is to get those cores and explore the Frostlands. We did expand our operations for logistics, so that will make our job a little bit easier in terms of exploring the Frostlands, but that is what we're going to be focusing on today. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down below by leaving a comment and a like. It does help out these videos. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so now that we have these like leveled up exploration teams, we can go to the meadow. So we can see here that we already have an expedition to the meadow. We can go to the mountains, but that's not what we're looking for. There's the highlands. It is safe and it is close, and we have cores and people and prefab, so that one's a good one to go for. The gorge, we don't really know what's there. And then we have some more out here. We have some more mountains. That's dangerous though. We don't need to worry about that at the moment. That's also dangerous. And then we have the Howling Shore, which could also be a good candidate for us to go to, but I think I am going to go to this one right here. It's right here next to the city, so let's go ahead and launch an expedition there as well. We have the teams for it, so we're going to get that done, and then let our teams do that. So we can see up here that our stats are okay. We do have a fuel deficit, but that, you know, we have a good stockpile worth of fuel. We are going to heat up after a certain amount of days, and we can see here that we have a bunch of things not actually working at a 100% efficiency, just because, well, we don't really need it at the moment. We are making a surplus of goods and so on and so forth. So honestly, we're doing okay across the board. Now we do have some squalor. We need to make sure that this doesn't get too high. We need to make sure we find a way to bring that down because we don't want that to rise any further. So we're gonna go ahead and try to find out a better way to do that. So when wanting to bring down squalor, it says you can also implement new inventions from the idea tree. So that's just doing standard research and just upgrading your city. That can be a great way to get squalor down. And it says some new technology like generator upgrades or various buildings can emit toxic fumes, polluting the city further. So that doesn't help. So, you know, we increase disease intention, which we're already doing okay on. We don't have to worry about that. So I think really just to bring this down, we need to focus on getting new ideas implemented. You can see here that, you know, it's significantly increased by generator buildings, by mechanical factory, chemical house, and deep melting drill. And really the mechanical factory is what is causing a lot of issues, which I think right here, yep, mechanical factory. So we know it's producing squalor, but it's not that bad in my opinion. We are producing a lot of goods there, so that's okay. But I think really what we need to focus on is making sure these exploration teams are done. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit and see what we can find. Okay, so our exploration is done in the meadow. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we found. Looking at the map here, it looks like we found the remnants of an old city there. So let's go and see what this is. Plague shacks. The crowds surviving these hunting shacks have distinctive pox over the skin. They claim their affliction makes them more resistant to the cold. Unconvinced, our scouts keep their distance. All right, so what is this? Not possible due to the experimental treatment law must be enforced, okay? Or taking the sick people. Oh boy. We get some population, but disease is significantly increased. Let's worry about that later. We can come back to that, and we may be able to have something. Is that something we've already done? Yes, it is. Okay, we've done the oil cistern. So let's see here. The old empire. Under the snow lies a convoy of automatons with imperial livery and tarnished silver hulls. The machines seem to have come from the Ashtop Mountains. The scouts managed to decipher their last instructions. If no one arrives, seek survivors. Our scouts are confident they can repair the automatons to work in New London. Otherwise, we could repurpose the automatons' cores. Okay, so we get 1,200 workforce, but we really need these cores, and 4 cores is exactly what we need. I might wait on this because we get this, I think, almost instantaneously. I might wait, especially since we have some more cores over here. So let's go ahead and do that. They already are working on the Highlands, so I might send a team over here and go and get that, because if we can find the cores out here and upgrade them, we might be able to use that workforce. That's a huge increase to workforce, so I'm gonna want to see what these are. I know this is kind of taking some time that we may not have at luxury, but I'm gonna take the risk. Repair that so our squalor goes down. Making sure districts are in a good state is how we keep that requirement satisfied. We are going down on food, and we're going to need to kind of fix that deficit. So let's go ahead and do that. We can easily do this by just kind of, we have 2,000 workforce, so let's go ahead and just upgrade that to where we have a deficit, not a deficit, but a positive. And we are now down on materials, so let's go ahead and bump that way up. I mean, way up. We gotta go way up on that one. Where did our goods go all of a sudden? Wow, that kind of just came out of nowhere, didn't it? Ah, right, this one ran out. Okay, so let's go ahead and destroy this district, no problem, and let's go ahead and try to fix that issue, shall we? So when we look at our districts here, that's buildings, we want to look at extraction district, and we need 600 workforce, which we are lacking, to say the least. So those automatons may not be so bad. Once again, we're okay on food. Can we make our goods production go down just a little bit? Oh yeah, we can make that go. Oh yeah, we can make that go down. So if we make that go down, our goods are actually okay, but I think I want to go ahead and prepare for losing some more. Let's go and put our, what is that? Yeah, there's our goods surplus, our materials. Let's go ahead and figure out a way to fix that. So let's go ahead and get in here and see where we can have goods. So we have an infinite resource right here. We would cause some squalor, but get some heat bonuses. We can expand this district out to these, go 1, 2, 3, and get that bonus. So I think we might actually do that. We could technically get another district, but I think expanding is going to be our best option. So we'll bring that in. That's more goods for that infinite resource node. And I think as long as those are connected, I think it's fine. I think they're just kind of, we see wood remaining. Ah, so vast frozen forest. So we have 200 million. I mean, yeah, that's totally fine. I don't think we're ever gonna have to worry about that running out. But I do want to think about food in the long term, because we do have the infinite resource nodes now. So we may want to expand this district and connect it to this one. This one will eventually run out though, so there is that to be concerned about. So I at least want to kind of build this one towards the city so that we have the room for it. Now we don't have the workforce for it, but I am going to do it anyway. And we're going to eventually want to use this one. And in all honesty, we may wait to get this one. There's not really any reason for us to wait. Okay, now that I think about it, I'm going to wait until, because we do have a food surplus at the moment. We have a stockpile, so I'm going to wait until we absolutely need it. Kind of the city goes along. I know I should probably future prep, but in all honesty, we do have some of these food areas that are perfectly fine. This one is going to run out eventually, so we're going to have to dismantle it and probably put more houses and then expand out this way. But when that gets closer and closer to running out, which if it does run out, then, you know, we're in kind of trouble. So yeah, we need to go and prep those. So let me go ahead and prep this area right here. So we're going to go here. We're going to build it out and try to get that heat bonus if we can. Do that, 20 heat, perfect. That'll give us that bonus. And that's fine. It kind of reaches out. We can have that touch the city if we need to. So we are prepping that. Our goods are okay. We can make that go up if we need to. We're just going to need to cover our materials. We are expanding this district so that materials will go up. We are dismantling that, so looking all good there. So once again, I'm going to fast forward, let our teams do their thing, let the research complete, and move on from there. Okay, so what we've done here is because of expanding this, we have a ton of food now. And once again, we just have surpluses. And we're not building up anything, and we don't have a way to build a storage hub. Not that I've found yet. So like if we look at this empty building slot and we go to our buildings, I have not seen a storage area. Like we have housing blocks, we have untreated sawmills, and I haven't seen it in the research tree yet. So I really need to figure out how to get those storage hubs, and that's what I'm going to actually try to figure out now, because we have all this surplus and we're not doing anything with it. Okay, so I have yet to find out how to get extra storage for our surpluses, but I did find out that, hey, we need to take care of this colony. This colony is going to be in a bad sort, and so we need to take care of that. The best way for us to do that is after our research is done, which it just did, is to go ahead and go to, I believe it is the Frostland, and get Skyways. Reading this, it says a network of cable-connected elevated stations which allows to run suspended trains in Frostland without having to worry about ice and snow accumulation. Unlock Skyway connections, which can be built in the Frostland to allow transport of more resources from colonies and outposts. So this is the issue that we're running across with the current colony that we have here, is that they cannot get enough resources. This does not allow us to transfer anymore. We had this problem last episode, so we need to fix it. They're going to go hungry and squalor is going to occur, and then our oil is going to dry up, and that means death for this main city. So I'm going to go ahead and nip that in the bud before it becomes a huge issue. As you can see, our squalor is not great. You know, we're okay. It's notable, but you know, it's getting there. Our factions are happy, which is great, but we need to make sure that we don't go too crazy with our squalor. But once again, we have okay resources. We have this exploration team almost done, which is good. And then we can kind of figure out, hey, where can we get cores at, and do we need to bring in more people, etc., etc. So I'm gonna let that finish so we can build a trailer skyway. And I'm hoping these just upgrade, or if I'm gonna have to upgrade them for me. But either way, we'll see. But we're gonna have the Howling Shore done, and also the Highlands, and we'll see what they have in store for us. Okay, so you can see it slowly uncovering, and there we go, the Highlands, or the Hag, oh wait, that's the Hag Hills. I thought that said the Highlands. Unless it was called the Highlands and now we're just calling it the Hag Hills. But now we can see where our cores are. So we have an abandoned lazaret. Built hastily during the 1901 plague, these buildings were used to quarantine infected New Londoners. They now lie silent and forgotten. Scores of wooden cross a grim reminder of what transpired. If we decided to disturb the dead, dismantling this place could yield some raw materials. We're not going to worry about this at the moment. We are A-okay on prefab, so we may have this just in case. We'll come back later to it. Our scouts have met the wise women for which these hills are famed. Some are in fact New Londoners who left during the captain's first days. They would be pleased to return to New London now that we have a council, and they say they can bring some cores with them. Ooh, however, some of the captain's most loyal followers consider these women traitors and think they should remain exiled. I mean, they have 3 cores. We could use it. I mean, the Faith Keepers are good. They're fine. We'll get some more population. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad. We'll keep that in mind. Inside the abandoned temple, our scouts found a circle of frozen naked bodies laying around a strange idol made of ice. Nearby sat a pile of Faith Keeper robes. The temple has fallen into disrepair. We could salvage it for prefabs, but the Faith Keepers would prefer that we destroy all evidence of this place. Really? What temple? So we could literally do this. The Faith Keepers are going to go down. So if we take a look and see how much they go. Wow, that, what is, oh, are we in a whiteout? Oh, wow. Was not expecting a whiteout. Okay. We didn't even say we had a white. Oh no, the whiteout's coming? Is that it? Colder season. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's gonna get colder. It's gonna get hot before it gets colder, so we need to make sure that everyone's fine. An old enemy. Incoming whiteout. Stewart, it was only a matter of time. We had an unusually long streak of mild weather, but now meteorologists are clear. There's a familiar drop in air pressure at higher altitudes. A whiteout is coming. The wind will cause extreme cold and the clouds will blot out the sun, impacting our food production. Without shelter, ample fuel, and stockpile food, our people will be at mortal risk. We have to prepare. We must prepare. Must prepare. I don't know why I stuttered my prepare there. Heat demand will greatly increase during whiteout. Food production will be significantly lowered. Food, we don't have to worry about. Heat, yeah, we're gonna have to worry about heat. So we need to make sure that we have plenty of oil stockpiled for this, and we need to make sure our heat is good. So we may need to do some research on that. After our skyways are done, we need to research heat immediately. We're also going to need probably some housing when these new people get here. So let's go ahead and build a housing district and see if we can build one in a nice area. There's one over here that we can get a good shelter bonus from. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize this. So we'll have 3 there, and then we'll just kind of build out like this and then do something like that, I think, because we should have enough to build a housing district there. That's perfect. So we'll have one go there, and then we'll have a, oh, that's a logistics district. We don't want that. And then we'll have one more right there. So that'll give us the extra heat bonuses. And I believe, ooh, wait a minute, wait. Did I mess up this? Because that's the stable crevice. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Hold on, cancel? Can I cancel this? Maybe? Did I look at this wrong? I do want to check. So we have the stable crevice here, which we are building in. We have that one, and that one. Okay, good. Okay, that's what we wanted. All right, perfect. I was thinking about that way too hard. All right, so there's our 2 housing districts. We're gonna have those just in case. We have the resources for it, and like it doesn't go towards our workforce really at all. So we do have that. This is in a state of disrepair, so let's go ahead and fix that up for them. We have plenty of prefabs, not to worry about that. We now have 5 cores, so let's go ahead and look at this objective up here, defeat the frost, and that's also gonna help us a ton. Central. Generator surplus injectors unlocks the heat surplus generator ability, which burns all excess fuel to increase output of all districts up to 15%. Okay, so let's go ahead and build that, and we're gonna put that on our little, the generator here. So that's gonna be upgraded. We can see here that I think they're upgrading, or they're making snow angels and trash. You know what, do what you gotta do, I guess. But I don't know if that's because Squalor's bad or if they're upgrading something, but I don't think our generator should be looking like that around there. I really hope that's just because they're upgrading it and not that our city's starting to kind of accumulate garbage. I mean, yeah, it's kind of accumulating garbage everywhere. I wonder if that's because of the Squalor. Huh. When our Squalor goes back down, I need to check that. All right, so we can see the materials are running out. We can see that food's running out. We do want to try to get a food surplus if we can, but this, I mean, everything's a-okay here. We could go ahead and build another food building, but once again, we have so much stored up, and we can't build anymore, unfortunately. So I think that's what we got to deal with. So we're we're gonna let this complete. We can't really do anything else at the moment. I need to let that complete. I need to let our scouts do their thing. I need our research do their thing. So we just kind of have all this across the board to be done. So I'm gonna fast forward and come back to you guys in a second. Okay, so the upgrade is done down here. I don't think that's really changed all that much. Yeah, there's our generator. It kind of looks like it's got some additions to it. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Yeah, it's changed a lot since the first game. And I also like just kind of looking down in here. I know you guys like to kind of look down here in the city as well, see what's going on, see the path going back in there to the crevice where the housing district is. I wonder if it's on the same on this side. Yeah, it kind of is. That one's... Yeah, it's going kind of that way, branching off. I love the organic. I know not everyone is a fan of organic city builders, but I'm starting to enjoy them quite a bit just to see the city grow out. Don't get me wrong, the detail of building your own city is incredible, but it also takes a lot of time, and unfortunately, time is not something I have the luxury of anymore, so, you know, when the city kind of designs itself, it's kind of nice. So, blessed with oil. That is... okay. Steward, some of the Faith Keepers have begun using oil for their ceremonies, convinced that this divine gift will get us through the incoming whiteout unscathed. The devoted receive a black smudge on their forehead, a sign of their righteous commitment to defeating the frost. Several made a pilgrimage to the old dreadnought to bless themselves with oil from the source. Their devotion to facing the frost is clear. Relations with the Faith Keepers improved after we pledged to defeat the frost. Faith Keepers' fervor is increased. Oh, really? Their fervor? Why did that increase? That's kind of interesting. We don't want that. Are you guys? Can you guys fix that? Yeah, we can do radicalize. Let's go ahead and do those. Yeah, let's just, yeah, y'all calm down there. Let's not waste our oil on our faces. You know, it's kind of important. All right. So anyway, our exploration is almost done. Our research is almost done, which is good. We need to activate the surplus injectors and supply enough oil to reach heat surplus. We are already in a heat surplus, but you know, we'll make the game happy. Let's just do that. So, surplus injector, active. And I think we're already good on that. Skyways, okay, skyways are good. Activate surplus injectors and supply enough oil. Oh, we need to supply enough oil. Ooh, right, okay. Let's get these skyways built. So we want a skyway. And we want a skyway between here. And we want it to go... oh, these can go far. Oh yeah, they can. Awesome. Okay, let's do that. So that's going to take us 2 weeks to complete. That's fine. We'll get that skyway built and have that done, which is perfect. What is going on with the high pass? This is new, isn't it? Is this new? No, it's not. Rebuild the station. Oh yeah, we wanted to do this. We have no need for this unless we establish contact with hot springs. Did we not do that? I thought we built the trail out to there. Because I don't necessarily want to dismantle that if I don't have to. Do we need a skyway or do I need a trail? Because we have a trail, don't we? Do I need to send teams out there? That's the thing. So what I've done is I try to make a skyway to the high pass. I hope that works. It says reestablish contact, so I'm not entirely sure how to fix that, but hopefully that'll do what it needs to do. We have whatever's going on here. So once those skyways are complete, we can start working on getting resources back and forth and make sure both of our settlements are good. Of course, you want the main city to survive, but if the other one doesn't survive, then we run out of oil, and that just becomes not great. We need to find a better way to get oil. So we also have the Howling Shore up here uncovered, so we can see what we can find here. Take the cursed cores. I don't know if we want to take cursed cores. So nomads have left a circle of strange machines around a single charred body. Forget hope is carved in each machine, some of which contain useful cores. Our scouts claim the parts are cursed and should be left where they lie. Come back later. We don't necessarily need them at the moment, but we can have that as a backup if we need to. We don't need to have that food deposit just yet. We'll keep that as is. That's dangerous. That is safe, and we have no idea what's in the gorge. The valley is safe. It has... we need oil. Really need oil if possible. Okay, so I'm not finding any oil, but I have found this frozen ocean, which has got a massive amount of resources in it. So we might go here and see what we can find. I mean, it has coal, but we don't really need coal at the moment, but we'll send an exploration team and see what we can find there. Otherwise, we haven't really seen much else out here. So we're gonna just kind of keep going, I guess. So I'm gonna let these skyways complete, let these kind of build out. Or at least I thought I had some building out, I guess not. We do have some research that we want to focus on, and we may want to focus on more oil production. So we might want to go to, I wonder if there's a way for us to kind of make that a little bit better in terms of getting, is it heating? Yeah, advanced pump jacks. So we get more output, which is good. And we can also expand our district. So that's one thing I keep forgetting about is actually expanding our district. So if we go to the Dreadnought here, we can see they're negative 18 deficit. We can expand this district. Oh, no, we can't. No more. All right, no more expanding. I lied. Did we expand this one? Yes, we did. Okay, never mind. We already have thought about that, and we are still in a negative oil. Right. What do we do about that then? Okay, so it's going to increase squalor, but we need to put another fracturing pump jack down here, so that'll help us out. And let's just go ahead and when we get the materials for it, we need materials, which we should be. We're not be able to transfer these over here. Really need to get those skyways completed. I'm hoping that's going to be done soon. Yeah. Okay. So once we get those skyways built, boom. All right, skyway is done. I think. Maybe. Hopefully. I think that double line means a skyway. Can we look? Oh yeah, look at that. You can see the bars there. That's cool. Okay, so now that we have the skyway, let's take a look and see if we can transfer more resources to this poor group out here. So resource transfer. We have no oil. No oil at all. So I'm going to actually keep it where these people are a little bit warmer because we have a surplus over here. We have more than they do. And let's go ahead and try to send some more food to them. Okay, so they are... Let's send them a little bit more. Let's send them more materials. Get them more materials. Let's get, let's say, 50 materials. We're going to have to make our materials go up. And let's just send them some... Ooh, we are out of goods, too. Okay, let's just make sure that's good. Make sure they're okay. We want to make sure this group is nice and happy. So, let's get back over to New London. And let's try to fix up this issue that we're having now. So we're running out of materials, which is fine. I say that's fine, but no, we are running out of materials, aren't we? Okay. And we've already expanded this district to its max. We could expand that one if we wanted to, but we really need to make another one. And we're out of workforce too. Hi. All right. And yeah, we're out of workforce. Okay, so what do we not need? We brought more people. We're going to need more people. We have plus 84 housing, so we probably want to bring in some more people. We do have the remaining Frostlanders. We have 2,200. We might go ahead and invite them in because we do need it. We could... What we could do is make a law or research, and we could go for heat dispatcher too. That could work. It's a 400 work requirement, but it could help. Food energy efficiency. Base heat demand for food districts is significantly decreased. That could help us with our heating. But really what we need to worry about at the moment, not enough heat stamps. Yep, I know. What we really need to worry about at the moment is making sure we have enough workforce. Is there anything that we can do to make our workforce go up right now? So what I'm going to go do here is I'm going to do the dutiful youth. This is part of the Faith Keepers. Percentage of active workers is increased. Crime is slightly decreased. Unlocks the youth volunteer duty civic ability or city ability, which bolsters the city workforce but decreases trust. I'm not necessarily worried about the ability here, but I am worried about the workforce. So I think I'm going to go for this. Research the idea. Because that'll bolster our workforce by a percentage and we'll get a little bit more out of it. And we have an emergency if we need it. So we really need to go ahead and build a district if we can. We can go ahead and take away from some of our workforce. Food is okay. And I think I'm going to decrease this slightly just to where it is a positive. And we can go ahead and get at least another material district down because we really, really need it. So let's go ahead and get this infinite one in here. And let's grab as many as we can. I'm going to try to avoid... I would say going to a try, but we're going to make the squalor go up. The squalor's already bad. And then we'll expand this district out. Probably, it's just not in the right area, is it? Because we have to go over here. I could, actually, you know what? That's a better idea, I think. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can grab all of these. And in case of not doing squalor, we could do that. And then we can maybe get these expanded out. Because ideally, we're not going to be able to get all of these, unfortunately. I just don't think it's going to be in the cards. And I'm looking to see if I can expand this. I think that's probably as best as we're going to get. I could go and get the heat requirement, but... Do we want to go for the heat, or do we want to go for... I'm going to go for the materials. I'm going to go for the materials. I think the heat should be fine. We don't want the squalor to go up anymore, so I'm going to check mark that. Our heat requirement's going up, but we are working on the pump jacks in the other area. Let's check on that. They should be getting materials in, which is good. How's our materials doing? They are okay. They have a positive. So let's go ahead and see if we can put this last pump jack down because we're really going to need it. Nope, we need 60 materials. Where are... Is it based on this? They only have 50... Wait, they have 278 available. Oh, no, we're out of heat stamps for this area. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. So we have plenty of housing here, we just don't have heat stamps, so we're gonna have to wait for the heat stamps to accumulate here, which is fine. We can wait for that. Dense housing district damaged from squalor. Ooh, really now? All right. Let's go take a look at that because that doesn't sound good. It's not here. I want to get out of this menu. I want to go here. So we can see the squalor is... Yeah, the squalor is causing issues with our repairing, but we do have plenty of prefabs. We are going to want to make some more eventually because we are running out. So we probably want to jump on the prefabs sooner rather than later. Let's go and see what this event is. Faithkeepers rallies expanded. Faithkeepers steward, empowered by your support, the Faithkeepers have extended their activities to a new district. The members can be seen on every corner. They now hold periodic rallies near this district's main hub as well. They ask again, what should they focus on to keep supporting the city? More workforce, I would say. I think workforce is going to be good. Heat stamps, I think we're okay on. Yeah, let's go for the workforce. Our trust is okay. We're probably going to want to do our next one with trust. But that'll help us get our workforce back up to where we need it. We are getting more materials once that's done. Okay, that looks good to me. Now that we have the Skyways, they're getting all that. Another event. What do we have down here? This is the Scouts. Oh, the Scout area is looking really cool. Look at that. Look at that building. Hang on, I want to take a look at this building real quick. Oh yeah, you can see like the conveyors with all the materials and stuff. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love it. All right, so let's go and see what event we have. A beacon of hope, incoming Whiteout. Steward, our guards have encountered a group of frozen, terrified outsiders at the edge of the city. They speak of stories spreading among the destitute groups. Destitute? I don't think I've ever had to pronounce that word before. Groups scraping by in the frozen wastes. That our improved generator can ensure safety for all. That here people can have a future. It seems New London has become a beacon of hope in the face of incoming Whiteout. There will be more people coming. All right, so population growth is extremely increased, which is fine. We have prepared for this. Now, food, on the other hand, is going to go down. We did build our new district here, so we could probably go ahead and build that out if we need to. But at the moment, we have a surplus. We're fine. All right, so we have a surplus of goods all over the place. Our goods are going up, so we may want another factory that can do prefab construction, making. One of those things. And then make sure that we have that going. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll have a heat district there. And I think we actually... That's near a housing district. Okay, so we probably have a housing district come out here eventually. But I'm going to keep those together. So we have, yep, a new industrial district. And we probably want to actually have it go inward. I think I like that idea better. What we could do is expand these and then change one over to prefabs. That may be the better option right now. So I think I'm going to expand these and change it to prefabs because I think that might be better. We'll see. We'll expand these two and let them do their thing. Our oil's not good. Do we have an oil surplus here? We have plus 117. That's still not enough. Do we have enough heat stamps? We don't. So we have mandatory school. We have paid essentials. We need heat stamps for this area because we really need those pump jacks. We need 180. We need 80 more. So let's go ahead and kind of push through this. We are going to have a heat increase, so we do have some time there. Once again, materials are not in a great position, but we can go ahead and try to fix that. So let's go ahead and look at our trading routes here and fix those. So you guys are out of materials again, so that's fine. We got plenty to go around. Let's just make sure they have a little extra. And then we do have plenty of heat stamps now, so let's go ahead and get that extra pump jack, put that there, and then we will transfer resources back to the main city. Let's go ahead and get at least a little bit more so we aren't just absolutely hemorrhaging oil. So let's go ahead and try to get that as low as possible. We're still in the negative. We're gonna keep this colony happy. So there's that. I made a skyway here, but we still don't have this. We have no need for this unless we reestablish contact with the hot springs. So there's something I'm missing with this. I want to check the research real quick. So I assume this may be like some story locked thing. It could be, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how to activate this. But we can see, hey, at least the skyway's working for this place in the middle of nowhere, but you know, it's all good. Yeah, we have no need for this unless we reestablish contact with the hot springs. I'm assuming there's something story oriented about that. So once we get this pump jack built, we'll be able to complete this objective up here. And we should be good to go from there. What do we need to focus on? Let's take inventory. Our goods are not good. No pun intended. So let's push that up just a little bit. There we go, +4. And I think with that, it means we're not going to be able to, make a prefabs area. Now, our heat stamps are in a bad sort. They're not good. We need to try to fix those if we can. We do have the surplus of housing, so we probably would be okay to bring people in, but this is going to grow over time. Oh, golly, our squalor is going absolutely bonkers. We need that to be fixed. Base output from generator. So it's just the pollution. And it slows population growth. We really need to bring our squalor down. And I don't exactly know the best way to do that. Our chemical house is causing issues, but it's about to go away, to be honest. We're not going to have that anymore. And honestly, we should be okay on food without it. I hope. If not, we'll build another one. Because we do have other buildings for this. So like, if we look at food, excuse me. I lied, we don't. So we need to probably research that. And we're not researching anything at the moment because we have no heat stamps. So yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. I probably want to heat one. Or, sorry, an advanced one. And I think what I'm going to go for is I'm going to go for the disease one. Because our health is honestly fine and our squalor is not. So we may want to go for this one. It has more food output, so getting the bio waste would probably be decent. Now it's going to cost us a core to make, but that's fine. We just need to make sure we get those heat stamps up because, well, without heat stamps, we're kind of not going to be doing great. We had more people come in, which means our heat stamp production is going to go up, which is great. We do have an event here. Black baptism. Oh, Lord. Please do not baptize people in the oil. Doesn't seem like a healthy thing to do. Steward, the Faith Keepers organize a massive baptism in the Central District. Through oil we will be reborn. Through oil we will vanquish the frost and subdue the earth. Go forth and spread the word through the city, is the sermon they repeat over and over again. While the Faith Keepers insist that they were innocent religious ceremony, the Evolvers are strongly condemning this show of force. They're urging us to forbid public baptisms. What should we do? Oh, okay, the fervor will be increased. But okay, look, I know we're doing a Faith Keepers run. All right, the hold. Hang on, let's just read. Let's not go into it yet. Faith Keepers can help us unite the city and create warm paradise. The hold evening prayers community action will be upgraded to organized baptisms. The Faith Keepers ought to worship more discreetly as to not show division. Okay, so I understand that we're doing a Faith Keepers run. But that seems like we're wasting oil. Oh, you know what? We're doing a Faith Keepers run. Let's do it. Let the baptisms proceed. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Totally fine. So where do we see that ability? So that's promote, condemn, trust, special, organized baptism. So it increases their relations, and then the trust rises. So honestly, we might go ahead and do it. Maybe. Sure. Why not? Our trust was going down. Let's just do that. Okay, we're having crime issues too. That's interesting. We are at 117 heat stamps. I think what I'm going to go do is society, and I might look into getting some watchtowers for crime. We are having a crime issue, so we can have 16 guard squads outposted. That is going to cost us some more force. That's a heat demand right there. That does not require heat demand. It's the Faith Keepers one. Random searches district ability. Causes tension to rise, but we don't, it just causes guard output. I think going with this one right here is going to be fine for us, looking at this. Yeah, I think we want to go for this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Granted, we don't need it just yet. We really need to focus on our squalor. Well, okay, crime is going up as well. Squalor and crime, not great. What can we do to fix that? Okay, so here's some options for our squalor decrease. We have ventilation towers and we have moss filtration tower. So these are the new Londoners and the Faith Keepers on this side. This is the Evolvers and the Frostlanders. So each one has a different requirement. The new Londoners have a lower requirement, and then the Frostlanders have a higher requirement, and they also have a heat demand. Both do. One's worse over the other. One is significantly decreased and one is regularly decreased. And they'll give us the same ability. It just depends on what we feel like doing. If we feel like giving them more resources for significantly decrease, which I think I'm going to research that idea. That sounds like a better idea in my opinion. We do have plenty of workforce now because we are bringing a ton of people. We have plenty of surplus there. Now we are running out of food. Let's go ahead and bump this up just a tad, and just to where it's positive. And we may need to bump that even further. I really need to research the other hothouses at some point so that we can decrease our squalor. But at the moment, I think we're okay. We need to also bump this up to okay, so this is another problem. Because we're getting so many people, we are out of goods. So we're going to need to put another building in here in order to fix this. So let's take a look at what buildings we have. And we're out of heat stamps. So yeah, it's just one thing after the other. Oh boy. All right, so we can have refurbishing goods factory, or we can have carrying coal liquefier. Ooh, and that gives us oil too. Oh. Okay, so if we need more oil, we can always do that. But we also have the mechanical factory, which gives us 10 prefabs per week. Well, actually, I think we have 2 mechanical factories in here, don't we? Yeah, so we have mechanical factories in here, which is great. Which also just gives us prefabs. Oh, wait, do I have these? Do I seriously have these making prefabs? Wait. Oh, wow, I did. Okay, cool. Let's switch one of those over. That'll work just fine for us. We do need to build a building to help with this, but we can easily fix this by just expanding the district. So let's go ahead and do that. Do I want to go ahead and try to increase squalor? I want to not. Not enough tiles to finish. Okay, we need to break this, don't we? Wait, seriously? We don't have enough tiles to finish this? Oh, we can only expand. Ah, I see. Okay, well, we'll get those two and then leave that one alone. It's going to cause some squalor there, but that'll be fine. I'm not too worried about that. Once we get that research done down there, we should be good to go. Okay, so we're about to have a heat up, which will help us in the long run. We should have these pumps over here. We should have a good surplus of oil. We have 115 now. Let's go ahead and do our trade and say, hey, let's make this positive, shall we? So once we push that into the positive, and we have a net positive for both, I'm going to make this as close as possible to meet equilibrium. They have a surplus. Let's get us to a surplus and transfer resources. Survive the whiteout. The warmth of our upgraded generator now pumps through the veins of the city. The veins of the city is unprecedented. People take their layers, testing the air with bare skin in disbelief. The dream of feeling warm again is real. Unless the frost tests us again, we must survive. Okay, survive the whiteout. That is our last objective. And so we need to worry about materials. This little area is running out of materials, so we need to make sure that they're happy with that. It's always something. It's always something. So let's go ahead and kind of transfer. Let's meet equilibrium. Whoa, meet demand. That's your demand? Ow. Okay, well let's not go crazy with it. Let's just, let's make it a positive at least. Transfer resources. So we'll have that going for us. As long as they are positive, I'm fine with that. We'll keep an eye on them. They're meeting equilibrium on their oil, so that's fine there. Oh, we have a district breaking down. Let's fix them, shall we? All right. Okay, so at the moment, we're okay on our materials. We still got to fix the crime and the squalor, which we are going to do with this research being done, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. We are going to have some exploration done, which is great. Let's take a look at that map. And a warmer season, so, heat demand is decreased, so we're going to have plenty of heat, which means we can stockpile oil and not have to worry about as much for that. Dutiful Youth is now in force, so vote held on Faithkeeper's proposal. So we take a look at this. Council recedes. I'm not sure what that was. That was interesting. What was that for? I don't know what that was for, but you can see here that our progress is kind of ahead of our adaptation, and these are okay. Apparently there was a vote without me knowing. Okay, that's interesting. But we are out of, I wish I could make some better storage here, but don't think the game's gonna allow me. We do have a heat surplus. We have a surplus of 705, which is great. And we're gonna keep gathering that as much as we can. We do have an event here. Rex Dale, 45, entrepreneur, returning from the city approach trail. A profitable day. The first couple were all rags and bones and useless, but then there was a woman with real ruby earrings. Ought to cover the arrival fee, I said. The wife will love these. Next was a bunch of strong fellas. I sent them straight to Elaine's place. She'll wring them dry before I get home. Lately, there's been less of them. Maybe words get around. Gotta take advantage while it lasts. The lack of law regulating outsiders, decreasing Okay. So yeah, we need to work on our crime after the squalor is done, because that'll just kind of research, and I don't think we have to actually build anything for it. We did have that one exploration team done. I think, well, I don't even remember where it was at this point. Was it here? Was this it? Where is it at? Show me. Show me where I went to go search something, because honestly, I don't remember this point. Ah, here we go, the far edge. So let's go see what we have out here. We have 3 different nodes that we can take a look at, and I think we're done out here. I think this is as far as we can go. We have a crashed hulk. A tracked transport lies wedged tightly in a crevasse. Rows of resigned faces visible through the windows. The engine at the front is a shrouded mess, ash and melted steel scarring the wall of ice where it collided. Its precious core is clearly destroyed. Our scouts plan to knock out the transport down to the crevice's bottom to easily salvage its materials and coal. They could carefully move and bury the bodies first, so they're not crushed in the fall, but they'll take more men in time. So, I mean, coal is absolutely useless to us now, isn't it? I don't think. I mean, we get tons of materials, but we don't need it at the moment. We are a-okay. The warmer water beneath this thinner ice is teeming with fish. Occasionally, walrus can be seen swimming through the schools looking for prey. An outpost here can increase our supply by 90 food until the deposit of 77,000 is depleted. And once again, we are okay on food. Reverberating wreck. The scouts come to this particular wreck after hearing tapping on its hull. Descending the decks, they found no living souls, but discovered an automaton still tapping SOS on the hull after 30 years. The scouts have nicknamed the machine the Tap Dancer. I like that. We could either cut the automation free and send it to London, or scrap it for cores. Ooh. We get some extra workforce. You know, that thing has been alive for a long time, and I know we probably need more cores, but I'm gonna send it back. I know we have tons of workforce, but story-wise, I love the idea that thing was there for 30 years. I'm not going to scrap it because of that. That's almost inhuman for me to do that to it. Don't have the cursed cores yet. I'm not sure how I feel about those. We do have these out here. Technically, okay, I'm gonna take these because that seems like a wise thing to do. We got the automaton from here. Those were just, you know, already broken automatons. I'm okay with that. So I think that's what we've got there. Is there anything else we want to do? There's the coast. That's dangerous, though. We can see the... Oh, is that the whiteout? I think that's the whiteout there. Okay. We probably don't want to send any scouts out there. Let's go and go to the valley. And... 2 valleys. And yeah, let's just go to these. We'll go ahead and cover those if we can. Wow, we have tons of scout teams now. What about this valley? Yeah, sure. Go for another one. 3 in a row? Yeah, let's do it. Plenty of resources out here. That'll be very helpful. Okay, so our moss filtration tower is now done, and this is a building that we have to build. So I'm okay with us building that because we desperately need to bring our squalor down, and it's going to take some heat requirement, but that's okay. We have tons of heat. So let's go ahead and put one of these down. It's going to have to go in a housing district. So let's just go ahead and throw that guy down and see if it helps us. So there is that. Our squalor is not good, but hopefully that'll help. This district is about to be done, so we're going to fast forward time a little bit. And actually, it's not going to really go anywhere until that... I mean, I really wish we had some extra storage. I wanted this to go up. But I just have not seen anything about our stockpile. Okay, so a lot of things just happened at once. We did have this build, and hopefully our squalor will go down. Let's see. Let's find that building, because I do want to take a look at it. I do like looking at the buildings. There's the moss filtration tower. Let's take a look. Very nice. You can see it kind of... I guess it's using moss to filter air, which is going to help our pollution. I didn't really think that was a thing that I didn't really think about the pollution aspect of the game. But yeah, the squalor is slightly going down. We probably want more of it, and it's going to go down when we deconstruct this. So let's go ahead and just boop, kill that. So once that district is dead, we don't need to worry about that anymore, but we are at a food deficit. So let's go ahead and increase that, and we're still at a food deficit. So the question is, do we want to bring in food via the skyways, or do we want to go ahead and build more buildings? Well, we have tons of workforce, so I think we're okay building out our districts here. So let's go and expand our big district here. And we can go ahead and kind of build it out this way. I think that's something I want to do, because we want to build more buildings and then connect them. I don't think the food districts cause any issues in terms of squalor, or sorry, yeah, the squalor issues being connected to housing districts, so we might do that. But I am going to go ahead and build this one out, and if I would like to build it this way, so we're going to let that frost break complete before I expand it. We have a surplus of food, so we should be okay. We have an event here. Sadie Goggins, 27, Potter, scrubbing the word heathen off her door, claiming I receive men at night, or that I ate Mrs. Crenshaw's cat is no longer enough. Now they mark my door. Even Guinea the shopkeeper is avoiding me now. I've had enough. I give up. I'll go through their damn baptism. It's just a bit of oil after all, a smudge really, a trade, one mark for another, one that will buy me peace and quiet, one that will make me one of them. See, this is my problem. I don't like the forced aspect of it. It just, like, she feels like she's forced to do this now. Oh, well, that's the run we're deciding to go with. That's what we're sticking to. So next we need to move on to some of our new research here. We have waste management facilities, which we may even consider, honestly, because our squalor is really, really bad at the moment. We could say disease is slightly increased, but, you know, squalor is greatly decreased, and that's going to cause us a core and some of that other stuff. Or we can go with this one. It does have, I don't know, it even produces materials for me. I don't know why I would want to do this one, in all honesty. This one seems just better overall. Less heat demand, a little bit more workforce, but, I mean, to be honest, it seems like it's better. We get materials out of it. Yeah, why would I not go with this one? I'm going to go with this one. That one seems like the better deal. Interesting. So a couple different projects we have going on. We are expanding this housing district so I can build another one of the filtration areas, and then also build it out towards this way so we can possibly get these two to touch. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. I do want to take a look at our rest of our map here that we have available. We do have an infinite food source over here, so we want to move towards it at some point. And we do have some food sources over there. I'm going to go ahead and start kind of frost breaking across here so that I have that available. I want that land available when we need another infinite food source, so just to go ahead and have it prepared. So once this is frost broken, we're going to go and expand this district, and I'm going to expand it towards this housing district here. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to expand far enough for us to get that heat bonus, which is quite unfortunate. We can have two there, but yeah, and once we expand it, that's all we've got. We can probably actually put another housing district here because it'll be next to this one. Yeah, we'll do that. That sounds good. So we'll have that expand there. We'll put another housing district and we'll get a heat bonus there and there. Granted, we have tons of houses now, so it might not be necessary, but it's fine. Our scouts have returned with some more cores. They just finished that up, which is great. We still have plenty of scouts out and about doing their thing. The Whiteout is only probably another 100 weeks. Not even 100. Gosh, what week are we on? We're on 413. The Whiteout is in week, looks like 480. So we have 70 weeks. A little bit more than 70 weeks before the Whiteout appears, so we just need to make sure we're all prepared for it. Things break down, that's not great. Let's go and fix that. And yeah, we need to get the squalor issue fixed before the Whiteout hits, I think. I think we'll be good overall, and once we get those new hothouses, we'll be good. But overall, I think we'll be okay. Man, our oil just keeps going down and down and down. Oh boy, we're gonna need to find a way to get better oil because we are taking away from this one now. So once because we really need the oil surplus, in all honesty. Ugh. Okay, so we had another 2,000 people come in, which is kind of incredible. We still have plenty of housing for it, which is great, but our food is getting worse and worse by the second, and we don't have our other, unfortunately, hothouse to help us through this. So we're probably gonna have to build the chemical house, which I really hate the fact that we're probably gonna have to do this, but that's the only option that we got. Granted, we do. Better yet, let's try and get our food requirement fixed by just putting a food district here and see if we can reach out here. Can we grab these? Oh, okay, we can just get this one. This one's going to be a pretty long food district when we get it built, but I think that's going to be for the best. Let's go ahead and kind of frost break out here. I'm going to kind of, I don't know, let's just build out this area right here, get all that near from the city. So that'll come up. Hopefully that'll help with our food requirement because we are going to probably need it. As long as all of our stockpiles are good, I think we'll be a-okay. And honestly, we might want to get another housing district down or expand the ones that we already have, which I might do. We do have this housing district out here. Yeah, so what I wanted to do is go with this plan, and we do have a law we can pass. This will be great here because we'll be able to get a ton of heating here. So let's see, near food district, let's get that. Okay, which one are we missing? Oh, if we have that, we can get a massive heat bonus here. So let's go ahead and frost break this if we can. Go ahead and do that. We are running out of prefabs. I just saw that. We are running out. So we are going to need to get some prefabs going. We do have the goods and prefabs over here. So, we just got to not spend as many. We'll get some back when this district goes down, which may mean our materials go down. Ooh. It's one thing. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. We have an event over here in the old Dreadnought. Let's take a look. Intruders, New London. Stewart, a group of strangers has arrived at the old Dreadnought. They call themselves the Wanderers. They seem to be a nomadic tribe from whom this wreck was a pilgrimage site. We allowed them to visit their tombs, and they seem relieved to find the graves unharmed. Ah, wow, that came back really later. As we've taken their camp, they ask that we at least provide a stockpile of oil that we enable them to survive the Whiteout. They seem desperate enough to be a threat. In the face of the Whiteout, they may choose to raid the old Dreadnought for oil. Promise to deliver oil. You will need to stockpile 24,000 oil within 38 weeks in the old Dreadnought. Ooh. You will need 8 guard squads. I think we have enough oil to do that, so I'm going to go for it. Let's take a look at our oil stockpile. We have 10,000. Right. Have a fuel stockpile hub constructed in old Dreadnought. A fuel stock... Oh my lord. I feel like a dingus. All right, so this has been here the entire time. That's good. That's good. Okay. Well, we're gonna throw that down, and we're gonna build it and hope we aren't going to die. So now that I know that we have this, wow, I obviously this was in the tutorial and I was not paying attention. I'm gonna put a food stockpile hub, and I want to put it like, is that? We put it like right here. Oh yeah, that's perfect right there. All right, so food stockpile hub there. That'll work out nicely. And then we also, oh, I feel so dumb. Oh, so dumb. All right, that's fine. Near good stockpile hub. We're just gonna go ahead and put these down. We would have been in a better sort if I was paying attention. This could, I don't think this will ruin the run, but it's not gonna be good for us. I wish I had another material slide, but it's not gonna matter. We need to put this down. Let's just put this down here. Wow, I feel kind of silly. All right, well, we also need to focus on the housing. We do have this Frostpunk over here, so we want to go ahead and get another housing district down if we can. So that's there. Yeah, look at, oh man, perfect. Glorious housing district right there. That's going to cause a lot of heat bonuses for us. Our oil stockpile is not good. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this because I didn't pay attention to the stockpile hubs. Because we have no bonus oil going. None. Oh, that's not good. So we do have a new law that we can propose. We have no common rules about outsiders. So let's take a look and see what we have here. We can accept all outsiders, we can admit no outsiders, or allow productive outsiders. Percentage of active workers will slightly increase. Population growth is marginally increased. Heat stamps income per capita is marginally increased. We are about to do a huge housing district, so I think this will be good. And really, this is probably the best 4 that we have, besides accept all outsiders. I don't think I'm going to do that. I feel like that's extreme. We'll allow productive outsiders. That's the evolvers. Okay, fine. I mean, that's the Faith Keepers. We're doing the Faith Keepers run. We're going to go for it. We're going to work with what we got. So we're going to propose, and we need to negotiate it. So what can we do? New Londoners are open for negotiation. They won't negotiate. Faith Keepers won't. Frostlanders, they're open to negotiate. So let's see what they want. We all have to do is research. So we want them to vote for us. And the charcoal regeneration plant, I mean, we're not going to really use it. So, I mean, I'm sure. Why not? There you go. I'll research it. Well, actually, ugh. We need to be very, we've got to be very deliberate with what we do here. Because if we don't, oh no, ooh. Yeah, except that's fine. All right, hang on, all right, let's go back in here. City, no outsiders, no common rules, propose, negotiate, Frostlanders. Okay, what else do they want that would be beneficial for us? Community action grant agenda. Relations improved with Frostlanders, the next law to be voted on. Weather adjusted shifts. Production efficiency is slightly decreased. Disease is slightly decreased. Heat demand in districts other than housing is decreased. That could be good. But the machine-centric shifts are just really good. Like I said, we need to be very deliberate about what researches we do at this point. And the weather adjusted shifts, the thing is, it takes away from the machine-centric shifts, so I don't know how I feel about that. What if we do... Yeah, let's work with the New Londoners, because they have some of the same agenda that the others got. Okay, so advanced blasting coal mine, we don't need that. We can write their agenda, or main district produces small amount of prefabs. Sure. City development effort, sure, yeah, sure, we'll pass that one. That one sounds good. All right, vote. That should pass quite easily. Accept all outsiders. Everyone's voting for that. 61 out of 51 and a little bit more. Very good. 74. The law is passed. All right, very good. So I don't think we're actually going to help the nomads. We have no extra oil, and we don't have guard towers either, so that's going to go bad. It's going to go very poorly. Unless I decide to do something radical and take away... Ooh, oh, wait. Okay, wait. What if okay, hear me out. We don't, no, we send 5K to them. We need 28, right? Ugh. Oh, man, we're taking away from our stockpile to give to them. That's extreme. That is very extreme. We don't have any oil stockpile. Yeah, that is very extreme. I'm gonna get it to where we have a positive and we'll send it over. But we need to make sure that we have 28,000 available. I'm gonna make sure they have 0. Yeah, well, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we have that. It's stockpiled. And then we can transfer it over before the whiteout. I think that's the best thing we can do. Where'd the whiteout go? Oh no, it's still there. Okay, I don't know. Whiteout disappeared. All right, so past city development effort, we're gonna have to do that at some point on the next law. We have research going on. We have an event here. Talk of a protest, the Evolvers. Oh no. Steward, the residents with the Evolvers have become unbearably tense. They see your current efforts as utterly folly and spit on the ground whenever you enter the council. Wow, that's a little rude, but okay. If there wasn't a whiteout at our door, we would be out there with our fists held high, dragging the city to a halt until you finally start to see reason, they warn. We can ignore them for now, but we may consider placating them before the weather worsens. Evolvers warn they will take action after the whiteout if you cannot keep their relations at least neutral. Okay. So you should try to please the city's communities. Repeal dutiful youth. Oh, that one's really helpful though. Well, granted, we don't really need it now. Our workforce is fine. Research weather adjusted shifts. No. Let's try and repeal this. We can try to repeal dutiful youth. We don't necessarily need it anymore. We have tons of workforce now. I think we'll be okay. But unfortunately, guys, this is where I'm gonna have to end this episode. We're already over an hour of recording. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know down any feedback you have down below with any comments. Appreciate your support on this series. You guys kind of meant a lot. You guys mentioned how, man, I wish you had more views and stuff like that, and I appreciate those comments, seeing those. Unfortunately, we're at the mercy of YouTube. So if you want to try to get those videos out here, liking is the best thing you can do for me, and sharing these videos. But that is going to be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, as always, for spending some of your time here. Hope you guys have a great day wherever you may be, and I shall see you for the next one. Bye, everybody.